Of course, I was barely able to sleep. For 8.5 years, I haven't been back to Switzerland. Since November 2023, we were planning to surprise my family in Bern, Switzerland on Christmas Eve 2024. So on December 20th, 2024, after exactly 3 weeks, we were leaving Budapest, Hungary. We got up at 4 a.m., packed up the rest of our stuff and left the Airbnb. We waited for the 5:27 bus. The bus wasn't really full, but also not empty, so people were already going to work. We walked over to the train station. To enter the train station, you had to get up a little flight of stairs. This is something I don't understand. What is a train station used for? For traveling. What do most travelers have? Luggage. Luggage with wheels. Just build 2 ramps, or at least 1, so it would be easier to get up there with the luggage. Okay, actually, since when does luggage with wheels exist? And since when does that train station exist? In 1972, the first suitcase with wheels was patented by Bernard Sadow, but it was already seen much earlier. Quote, during her Second World Tour in 1928, American artist Anita Willits Burnham made the first recorded wheeled suitcase, which had 2 baby carriage wheels attached to it and a telescoping wooden handle. Well, but it took a while until suitcases with wheels became popular. The Calais Paljodvar, the train station, got built between 1881 and 1884. During both World Wars, it suffered serious damage. It's being listed as a protected heritage building in 1988. It went under several renovations, the last one being done in 2023. Yes, there are lifts going up and down to go to the underpass and to get to the tracks, but first you have to find those lifts. Don't get me wrong, I think it's great that everywhere on the ground are those markings for blind people. But oh man, how much they suck for travelers, for when you have luggage with wheels. By the way, they're not just in Budapest, they like everywhere we've been so far with our luggage, what I think is great, but it's just so annoying with the luggage. So that's just the first time I mentioned them in my videos. We were at the train station more than an hour before our departure. Paul always allocates a lot of time in case something happens, for example, me getting health problems or so. We boarded the train and left at 6:40 a.m. and luckily we had assigned seats. The train was pretty full and it got even fuller when we got to Vienna. And some people had assigned seats and some people didn't. So you see the problem there. Well, people kept getting in and out of the train, so the train was always very full to too full. Men came in for passport control, but they started in the back of the train and they actually never got to us. So we never had to show our passports. The train got to Zürich Hauptbahnhof exactly 1 hour too late, 6:20 p.m. We waited for the 7:02 p.m. train from Zürich to Bern and oh, I know this train. That train is usually always super full because everyone that is living in Bern but working in Zürich will go home. Luckily, we got the later train, so it wasn't that full anymore. I'm sure if we would have gotten the one an hour earlier, that would have been really full. So we both had enough space. We had 2 seats you could sit on, but there was like no space for our luggage. And the overhead luggage compartment was so small, our carry-ons didn't fit, and not even Paul's backpack fit in there. So Paul just stayed outside with the luggage, well, not outside of the train, just not in the sitting area. And I sat with other luggage in the sitting area. It was just a 1 hour train ride, so that was fine. So almost 1 hour later, we arrived in Bern, where I grew up. But holy shit, I didn't recognize shit. The train stopped at the new part of the train station, and where we had to go catch the next train to go to Lyss, we were walking over like an overpass or something. That was all new. I've never seen that before, so I didn't recognize shit. I didn't feel like coming home or anything. But yeah, well, I haven't been in Bern for 8.5 years, and the last time I've been there, I didn't really particularly hang out at the train station. I couldn't take any pictures or videos when we arrived and from that overpass to the next train because we were kinda in a hurry. We made it into the train to get to Lyss, and about 20 minutes later we arrived at 8:30 p.m. and Mickey and her boyfriend picked us up at the train station and we walked home to Mickey's apartment. Our second trusted house sitter's job to take care of 2 cats, Hina and Sora, and the apartment. So Mickey and her boyfriend, they explained us everything, and around 10 p.m. they left. I couldn't believe it. After 8.5 years, I was back in Switzerland. Subscribe here not to miss any videos about Switzerland, how I surprised my family on Christmas Eve, about being the black sheep, about having a huge culture shock. Stay happy, stay healthy,